Hey YouTubers, you got Tycho here. Today I'm going to show you how to make a Bassnectar style sound. Check it out here. So yeah, it's a really cool sound, you guys. It's a little more gritty than, say, a Magical World or something like that, but you can tone it down a bit if you want to, but that's how I decided to make it. So let's get started. Alright, let's start a new Reason file. And then let's make a combinator. Keep everything all organized. We'll name it Bassnectar. Then we're going to want a mixer because we're going to have the sub and the main synth in here. So it's just easy to do the levels and everything if you do that. We're going to make a Thor and show programmer. If your patch doesn't initialize automatically, initialize patch, you can do that in your settings. So we're going to do 2 sine waves on an analog oscillator. First octave at 4, second at 3. Going to turn up the decay and the sustain all the way so it stays the same sound, the same level for as long as it's up. Turn your attack and release up a little bit just so you don't get this popping sound every time it goes like. See if my attack goes all the way. You get that popping sound that nobody wants. Okay, we're going to make a compressor to do side chaining off the drums. Once we make the drums, because you don't want your bass drum overwhelming sound with your sub layer. That'll just make your track muddy and not that great. So now we need a filter just to get rid of any kind of popping that we might hear. Alright, that should be good. Maybe a little less on that filter. Okay, let's make our drums. So I'm just going to make really basic drums. You guys probably know how to make drums. If you want to know how to make awesome drums, just ask me and I'll make some for you guys. So there's a bunch of really good drum samples that come with Reason. If you go to the Red Drum kits, exclusive Exsorted, and then here's some bass drums. We'll just that'll work, whatever. So we'll go on the 1 and the 7, then we'll get a snare and put that on the 9. Alright, so that's what you get. Now let's turn this up to 140, standard dubstep tempo. And let's make a maximizer just to bring up the levels. And then you're going to want to make a Spider Audio merger splitter. And then with this, hit tab to turn around your rack. You're going to want to take this audio output here into here so that you have a bunch of different, you can sidechain all your things off of this. So now we're going to drag this down to the sidechain in on our compressor and turn the ratio. We'll see what we get here. Alright. This should be good. Yeah, it's fine. Alright, so now we're going to make another Thor. And this one is going to be the main sound. So we're going to want a little portamento. We should turn portamento on our sub also, just so they sound the same. Going to turn the frequency almost all the way up, but not quite. And then 3 wavetables. First one we're going to leave at basic analog. And then the next 2 we're going to want the square harmonic. And the middle one we're going to turn down an octave. And then we'll do here. And let's put in some notes so you guys can see how this sounds so far. Alright, so I just put in some notes here, kind of like a magical world. We just got E, G, D, E, G, C. So it sounds like this so far. Alright, we still got a lot to do, so let's go to the rack and let's change some things up. Let's get a little bit of chorus on here. Turn the dry wet down. That should be probably sound pretty good. Yeah, like it's already sounding a lot better. All right, and then the drive and sustain, let's turn up. Not the drive quite all the way. Yeah, sounding a lot better. So I think that's all we're gonna do for the Thor for now, but let's put on a few things right here. Let's do a Scream 4 distortion. Gonna want to leave that on overdrive mode. Turn P1 up all the way, P2 down just a hair. See how it sounds. Oh yeah. So now we need a digital reverb. Sorry. We'll turn that dry wet way down. We're gonna go to medium room. Turn the decay up a bit. The damper up a little bit. Then we're gonna make another digital reverb. And this time we're gonna go to Hall, which it's already at. And let's turn down the dry wet. That'll give it a way more big and roomy feel. So now let's add an equalizer. Just get this sounds we really want out of this thing. Bring it up a bit. Alright, cut low shelf. We'll turn down the lows a bit since we already have that sub layer in here. We don't really need any subs, any low frequencies. We're gonna turn this frequency band up here just a bit. We just want to really take up some of the highs and a little bit of the mids right now. That'll sound awesome. Let's check it out. Alright, it's a little overwhelming right now, but with this side chain it'll sound really good. So we'll throw on a compressor and a maximizer while we're here. And then we're going to do the same thing with the side chain compression to the drums we made. A tab to flip the rack. Side chain in. And let's see how that sounds. Alright, we're almost done here. See how overwhelming it is on the maximizer though? Let's turn down the input gain, put on a little, no, we don't need soft clip. Yeah, let's just see sound. I don't really like using the limiter in synth sounds like this. I'll use it a lot in mastering just to perfect my sounds, but for now that seems pretty good. Let's listen. So yeah, I'm planning on making a lot more tutorials for you guys. If you guys have any questions about any of my music, any of the sounds I made there, if you have just some crazy song you're like, I can't figure out this sound, I want to know, and I can figure it out, I'll make a video for you guys. Just ask and I'll see what I can do for you guys. If you do want to hear my music, you can go to tychodaily.com. This is my blog post. I have I post my music there. I post my favorite other artists. If you guys want your music on here, the music we like, we got all the, well, music I like. Normally with free downloads, so all you guys can get in on that. My music's all here. We got events like tours and stuff. All my videos I'll be posting on here. So yeah, guys, have fun with the sound.